This video will provide you with what you need to know about Baccalaureate Mass and our graduation ceremony. Baccalaureate Mass will take place on June 1st at 7:00 p.m. at St. Stanislaus Church. The presider for the Mass will be Father Shealy, our school minister and LC alumni. Our graduation ceremony will take place on June 2nd at 10:00 a.m. at the Shrine of Our Lady of Czestochowa in Doylestown, PA. The presider for this year's graduation will be the Most Reverend Timothy Sr., auxiliary to the Bishop of Philadelphia and LC alumni. Our baccalaureate celebration begins with a procession from Lansdale Catholic down Lansdale Avenue to St. Stanislaus Church. Students should be at LC in their procession lines no later than 6:00 p.m. on Monday night. We say we like to begin the procession right at 6:15. However, we don't have full control over the timing of the procession. We're very grateful to the Lansdale Police Department for assisting us by closing the road for the procession. If they're ready to go at 6:05, we process when they tell us. If they're not ready to go until 6:20, we make it work. It is important for all students to be on time in their assigned lines, dressed in their gown, stole, and cords. It is best if students are dropped off at school for the procession. That way, they don't need to walk back to LC after Mass to get their cars. Many families will drop students off and then drive to St. Stan's before they close the road. The school will be locked after the baccalaureate reception, so it is important that students do not leave anything they need for graduation in school, since the next day we're all going directly to Czestochowa for the graduation ceremony. Here is a look at the timeline of events. Baccalaureate Mass and procession are on Monday, June 1st. 6:00 p.m., all students should be in line at LC. 6:15, the procession down Lansdale Avenue to church. 6:45, students will be processing into the church. And at 7:00 sharp, the opening hymn will begin and Mass will start. At 8 p.m., after the Baccalaureate Mass, there is a reception in the St. Stanislaus Gym for all of our families. The next day, June 2nd, timeline looks like this. 9:15 a.m., all students should be at Czestochowa in line, ready for their line check. At 6:45, we process into the shrine, and at 10 a.m. sharp, the graduation ceremony begins. Please keep this in mind, parents, that even though graduation starts at 10 a.m., it's unlikely that you will be able to gain access to the shrine between 9:45 and 10 a.m. because the graduates will be processing and blocking all the entrances. Graduation announcements are formal cards that you mail to friends and loved ones to notify them about the details of your son's or daughter's graduation. These are not tickets to the graduation ceremony. Every student will receive 12 announcements on May 8th at our senior meeting. Additional announcements can be purchased in the activities office beginning May 8th for $1 each while supplies last. Students who are in good standing as of May 1st will receive their cap and gown on Friday, May 8th. It is not uncommon for nearly half the students to have their cap and gown held at this time. It is really important that families assure that they have met all academic, financial, and behavior requirements in order to receive their cap and gown on May 8th. Any student who does not receive his or her cap and gown on this day can pick up their cap and gown in the activities office once they have been officially cleared by all offices. Students who are members of the National Honor Society and or the World Language Honor Society can pick up their cords in the activities office during lunch periods starting on May 8th. Please remember that for Baccalaureate Mass, students wear only their gown, stole, and cords. For graduation, students wear their gown, stole, cords, cap, and tassel. Be very careful keeping track of your cap and tassel. Because they are not worn during baccalaureate, sometimes they get lost. I recommend putting the cap and the tassel in the car you will be driving to graduation. That way there will be no surprises on Tuesday morning. If you leave something like your cap at home the morning of graduation, don't go back for it if it means you're going to miss the procession. It's better to be on time without the cap than late for graduation. After the graduation ceremony, students will throw their caps into the air in front of Our Lady of Czestochowa Shrine. We recommend that you take off your tassel before throwing your cap. Otherwise, it's very unlikely that you will ever see your tassel again. These tassels tend to be wonderful souvenirs for graduation, but they're very easy to lose. Dress code for graduation is as follows. Ladies should wear a dress that's no longer than her gown so that it doesn't show through the bottom of the gown. The dress should also not have a high collar so that it shows through the top of the stole. Ladies wear dressy black shoes. Flip-flops and sandals are not appropriate for graduation. Gentlemen, you should wear a white dress shirt, your school tie, plain black trousers, black socks, and black shoes. Tickets are not required for Baccalaureate Mass, and there is no reserve seating. Baccalaureate Mass is a beautiful ceremony and a great opportunity for the members of your family who don't have tickets to graduation to be part of the festivities. For graduation, each student will receive 6 tickets, 2 reserved and 4 general admission. These 6 tickets will be distributed to graduates on their last day of school, Friday, May 29th. Tickets will only be distributed to students who have met all academic, financial, and behavior requirements. You may request extra tickets by calling or stopping into the activities office. We will do our best to fairly distribute any extra tickets to our graduates. Extra tickets will be distributed to graduates during practice on Monday, June 1st at Our Lady of Czestochowa. If a member of your family has a ticket for graduation and requires handicapped seating, please call the activities office as soon as possible so that we can plan for appropriate accommodations. For our handicapped relatives, there is a road or ramp that goes around the back of the shrine for handicap drop-off. You can't leave your car there because there are dozens of families that need handicap parking and there's only a few spots there. Also, please note that there is no restroom on the second level of the shrine, so you need to walk across the ramp to the other building to use the restroom once you're there. If you're bringing handicapped loved ones, my suggestion is to arrive early at the shrine, have your relatives use the restroom on the lower level of the visitor center, then drive them around to the handicap entrance, get them settled in their seats, and move your car back to the main lot. Once you're parked, go to the main entrance of the shrine and you can get yourself settled into your own seats. If you arrive early, you should be able to take care of all of this with no problem. Ushers. We are in need of ushers for graduation. Ushers must be LC students, and they're often the younger brothers and sisters of LC graduates because that way they don't need a ticket. Being an usher does require a time commitment to help from 8:30 a.m. until 12 o'clock noon to help with setup, collecting tickets, handing out programs, and a significant cleanup after the ceremony. All ushers should wear their spring uniform to the shrine. Ushers cannot leave early because their brother and sister is graduating, because that's kind of the whole point of us having ushers. During the graduation ceremony, you will be handed your diploma cover by the bishop. Don't be surprised when your actual diploma is not in the cover. Diplomas are held until after the graduation ceremony to assure everyone's cooperation through the entirety of the program. So, you don't truly graduate until you toss your cap and find your homeroom moderator under the shrine stairs to receive your diploma. If your diploma is not with your homeroom moderator, it was likely pulled during the ceremony and you will need to make an appointment to pick it up another day at Lansdale Catholic. Graduation practice will take place after exams on Tuesday, May 26th and Wednesday, May 27th at St. Stanislaus Church. After exams are complete, students will report to the gym where they will line up in their baccalaureate procession lines and they will process to St. Stan's on the sidewalks since the road will not be closed during practice. All cars will be left at LC. Students will be dismissed from St. Stan's at 1 p.m. or when graduation practice is complete. It is a good idea to bring a snack with you to have after exams because you will get hungry. Our third and final practice will be on Monday, June 1st at 9:30 a.m. at Our Lady of Czestochowa. Please be on time. Remember, it's important to leave extra time when it's your first time driving to a new place. We are very fortunate to have our graduation at the Shrine of Our Lady of Czestochowa. Please be respectful on the grounds. Drive in the parking lot in a safe and orderly fashion. Don't leave trash laying anywhere. And dress in a way that is appropriate and respectful for church. Baccalaureate Mass and graduation are absolutely beautiful ceremonies that commemorate your completion of a tremendous goal after years of hard work on both the part of you, the student, and your parents. Therefore, it will be perfect. I know it's hard to focus on the details of a graduation ceremony when you're so excited to be done and out of here and all you want to do is celebrate. However, it's a tradition that Lansdale Catholic has a beautiful graduation ceremony, and this year will be no different. We will practice for as long as it takes for the faculty and the staff of LCA to feel like we are perfectly rehearsed. It won't be that bad if everyone listens and cooperates. However, if we need to stop every few minutes, it can feel like it takes forever.
Graduation is an exciting time for our entire school community. As stated in an earlier portion of this video, it's a privilege for those who have earned it through their hard work, their perseverance, and their good attitude. Graduation is not a right simply because you've made it through 4 years of high school. Specifically, as a student, you earn the privilege of participating in graduation by earning good grades, not exceeding the attendance limit, and not accruing an excessive amount of demerits. As our handbook states, students who exceed 14 lates, 21 days of absence, or accrue more than 62 demerits fail conduct. They lose their privilege of participating in graduation, and they're required to attend disciplined summer school. So as a senior, the spotlight's going to be on you, and we expect you to shine bright. Graduation day in many ways is going to be like a typical school day. You're expected to be on time, you're to be dressed appropriately, and you're expected to be on good behavior as we're guests at the shrine. Parents and students, please be mindful that we're graduating from inside a church and our behavior should reflect that. Any noisemakers, horns, or the calling or shouting out and whistling is not permitted during the ceremony. This is a joyful occasion for everyone. Shouting out when one's name is read interferes with hearing the reading of the next student's name. Please be respectful of the accomplishments of all of our graduates by not yelling out when your child or your friend's name is read. Students, you're expected to be at the shrine by 9:15. Our procession will begin at exactly 9:45, and we won't hold that up for anyone. Parents, please plan to be at the shrine and seated before the procession begins at 9:45. Do not try to enter the shrine at the last minute, like so many people do at 7:45 each morning, trying to make it in school on time for homeroom, because you will be late and you'll miss the procession. Lastly, you're to be expected to be on good behavior, and that includes your dress code. Some may think that graduation day means that school rules no longer apply. Please don't be mistaken. I'll personally be supervising the graduates before the procession begins. Gentlemen, you're to be clean-shaven, and your hair must be cut, and earrings are to be taken out. You'll be sent out of line to remedy those situations, and your diploma will be pulled. Ladies, nose rings are not permitted. Do not be chewing gum, because we won't let you process up the line at graduation with gum in your mouth. Students, any defiance of these expectations will result in the pulling of your diploma, which results in you not graduating from Lansdale Catholic. Students who do not graduate do not have their transcripts sent to their college. So even on graduation day, our expectations don't change. It's not the appropriate time to challenge our school rules. Again, these expectations are in place because of the importance of graduation day. It's a special time for you, your family, and our entire school community. Seniors, the spotlight will be on you, so we expect you to shine.
That concludes our graduation presentation. If you have any questions about graduation or any other part of this presentation, you can submit your questions using the verification form or by emailing the appropriate office.